Kanesha Turner here, recording my scholastic progress during my intro into media communications class. So we're going to start off with R for reflect or recognize using the RISE scale. So reflecting on what stood out to me as being the most important this month, I would have to say time management was very important. It's something that I struggle a little bit with in every course so far, but this month it really hit me like a ton of bricks. I mean, I had to ask for an extension twice, and that was a first for me, and not a first that I'm proud of. So time management was very, very huge for me this course. And using the ability willingness scale, I would say that my efforts landed me on the proactive level. At first, I was a little afraid that I was going to end up just being reactive. But after reading through it all, I saw that I had more of my efforts placed on the proactive level than the reactive level. The only two requirements that I didn't hit was exceeding all of the requirements, and I had, of course, issues with time management, and I wasn't able to go above and beyond. And that's why I wasn't able to hit all of the proactive requirements, but for the most part, I was pretty proactive, so it's pretty good. But am I okay with it? I really can't say that I am, because I know that I have an innovative mind frame, and I have it in me to be an innovator. So I can't say that I'm proud. I have a lot of software provided through Full Sail that I haven't gotten to know and that I want to get to know. And I actually wanted to go above and beyond on the assignments, and I just never really had the time to. So I really feel like me being proactive is okay, but it's not where I want to be. I would really like to see myself as the innovator I know I can be. Next is going to be inquire. So if this was an internship and we're only considering the expectations of the course, I believe that I would have gotten the job. Despite my setback of having to ask for an extension, one of the requirements stated that reaching out in a timely manner, was okay. So the fact that I did that and didn't not do the assignment or was late without reaching out, I believe that puts me, or gives me an advantage to have gotten the job, because I ended up hitting all the requirements in spite of the minor setback, because I did reach out. And suggestions that I have for myself, or a suggestion, would be keeping a good calendar. Going back to the time management, I believe one of the issues was I only had my courses on the Apple Calendar. So only the MacBook and the iPad had my deadlines on it. And that was okay as long as I was on those devices. But for the most part, I always have my Android on me. And I put myself at a disadvantage by not having those deadlines on my Android device. So, my suggestion would be to, which I am doing actively, looking into getting one of the calendars that was suggested in week 1 during the survival um, mode. Anyway, I'm looking into getting a calendar that can sync across all my devices, and not only that, but have a better notification system, one that really jumps out and just lets me know, like, hey, you need to get going. Okay. And lastly, elevate. So, the advice that I'm giving myself is based off of the fact that I was very overwhelmed during this course. So, this is my first time going to school online full time while working full time and being a wife and mother full time. The last time I took an online course, I was at home. So it was very, very overwhelming for me. So I'm going to give myself advice to try to elevate me and not let that, stress me out so much. Number 1 is to not let my job get the best of me. Kind of unsatisfied with my job because I feel like it's not fulfilling what I want to be in the future. I am doing some marketing, but it's not on the level where I want to be. So I'm very disappointed in the fact that I have to work at a job that's not contributing to my future when I would rather be here getting to know all of the software that is provided through Full Sail. And my advice is to just breathe and just remember, at least you are in school. So I did take a step towards my future, and I just need to make sure I remember that. Second advice, the calendar, keeping the calendar handy, making sure it can sync across all devices, and have a superb notification system and everything like that to where it keeps me alert, focused, and on top of my tasks. And lastly is I take breaks, of course. Sometimes it all gets to be too much, and it's like, let me step away for a minute, take a breather, watch a little bit of TV and, everything like that. Just, take a breather. And my advice is sometimes whenever I am taking a breather, for me to consider getting to know the software that I'm longing to know. That way, if I am taking a break, it's sort of a smart break. I'm getting to know something while I'm, stepping away from other things, just taking a progressive break. And that's my last advice for me, because I feel like since I am at a disadvantage when I'm at work, that I can try to make up for that whenever I'm taking a breather, which it isn't often, so I really do need to try to consider getting to know the software whenever I do get a chance to take a breather. All right, so that is all, and I'm really hoping for a better month next month. Thank you.